What's going on YouTube? This is Kid93 here with the video tutorial for the Devil's Sonic. Now, a lot of you guys have also been requesting Devils and Demons tricks. I will be getting to that next because those are the ones I know easier and can do with more success. So the Devil's Sonic, and I might screw up sometimes and say Devil's Around, but they are pretty much the same trick, except with one little exception. But the Devil's Sonic is a combination between a Twisted Sonic and also a Shadow. So it's actually interrupted. It's not like a Twisted Sonic and then a Shadow. It's not like that. It's one fluid motion. Sorry about that. That looks like that. And I might be a little bit rusty, so forgive me for that. But this is what the Devil's Sonic looks like. Now, there is no real palm side way to do this. As you can tell, the ending is a shadow, which is the top spin, so your hand kind of has to be palm down. So just to clarify that up a little bit. First off, you're going to want to know how to do a Twisted Sonic palm down with most of the weight towards you, I guess. If you do it like this, it's not set up right to the shadow because the shadow needs to be out here for you to do it. So you want to do Twisted Sonic with most of the pen towards you and just do that initial charge motion until you get about here. And you don't want to stop there, obviously, but you want to kind of transfer it like this. And instead of letting this pen swing down here, I mean, you're eventually going to do that, but you're not going to catch it. What you're going to do is you're going to, if I'm mapping it with my other hand here, or like aiding it, you go like this, and then right about here is where it differs. This is still in Twisted Sonic, but instead of letting it come down here, you're going to kind of twist your hand this way. And you don't have to do it a lot. You just have to kind of turn your fingers, actually. I guess it does turn your wrist. But you're going to let the pen swing under your thumb so you don't catch it like this. You want to swing under your thumb, and then you might notice that a little bit from the Twisted Sonic, your hand might be pointing a little bit sideways. You want to make sure this goes under your thumb. Turn it so that you're ready for the shadow. And you notice that this is the starting position for the shadow. But instead of going back like this and then going like this to do the shadow, you already have the momentum from the Twisted Sonic, like that. So you want to make sure, obviously, you've mastered the Twisted Sonic and you've mastered the Shadow in the 1-2 slot. Or if you want to do it down below here, starting in 3-4, you have Shadow 2-3 mastered, like that. But for now, we'll just work starting in finger slot 2-3 and then ending in 1-2. So to do this, again, just do the Twisted Sonic, and instead of letting this part catch into your thumb flap to finish off the Twisted Sonic, let it swing under your thumb, and then use the momentum to, use this part. This is the beginning part of the shadow, if you can tell, obviously. Just use the momentum from the Twisted Sonic to let the pen go, and then when it's time, just catch it in the first finger slot. And for those of you, sorry, that wasn't it. For those of you asking, a lot of people have asked this, and not just about this trick, but a lot of tricks in general. For most tricks, this applies. But if you happen to do the shadow part of the Devil's Sonic, and you happen to end up somehow in the thumb flap, that is still considered a Devil's Sonic. It's just Devil's Sonic 2-3 to like T1 or something like that. But in this case, you want to do it to 2-3 to 1-2 like that. It should be one fluid motion just like that. I hope the slow-mo helps you guys. But again, just to review, Twisted Sonic, but instead of letting this end of the pen hit your thumb flap, you want to have it swing under your thumb here, and then turn your hand just slightly. And then as you're turning your hand, you should also be putting a little bit of force into the shadow motion of the Devil's Sonic. So again, just to review, Twisted Sonic, let the pen swing under. That was a bad example. Let this part swing under your thumb. And then as you're turning your hand over a little bit to do the Sonic, give it a little bit of a nudge. But you'll notice that as you shouldn't pause. You shouldn't go Twisted Sonic and then pause and then go like that. You want to make sure you're utilizing the momentum from the Twisted Sonic as it's coming around like this. And then use your middle finger to nudge up a little bit, kind of like that. And as you get more experience, as you practice this trick, you'll minimize however much you have to use your middle finger to nudge it to do that final part of the shadow. You should have enough momentum from the Twisted Sonic to be able to do that. Now that concludes the Devil's Sonic tutorial. However, you did hear me mention earlier that in most cases, if you land in a different finger slot, it doesn't matter. In this case, it does. If you actually land in the spot that you started in, so say you accidentally do the shadow part of this trick into 2-3, you're actually doing what's called a devil's around. And you know, from normal rounds, you should know that they start in the same position and end in the same position, same as the thumb around or any of the other rounds that I taught you in my around tutorial. So it only makes sense that if you're starting in 2-3 and you do a devil's around, you're doing a combination of the devil's sonic, which is the shadow motion, but instead of catching it in 1-2, it actually the shadow goes to 2-3, and that is what actually the devil's around is. It's just that, just like that. So a reminder: if it lands in 1-2, it's a devil's sonic. As a normal sonic, you would go from 2-3 to 1-2. So a devil's sonic should go from 2-3 to 1-2. And if it goes into the thumb flap somehow like that, then that is still a sonic, but it's a double sonic, but it's from 2-3 to like T1. I'm not sure if I did that properly, so don't bash on me, but I think that's what it is. But if it starts in 2-3 and you do the twisted sonic interrupted by the shadow and it happens to land in the 2-3 finger slot, you are actually doing a devil's around. And that's why this tutorial is labeled devil's sonic and devil's around tutorial, because it has both. It's pretty much the same thing. I'm not going to make a separate tutorial just for the devil's around because it's so similar to the devil's sonic, and some people even misnotate this sometimes as Devil Sonic 2-3 to 2-3. Well, that wasn't it. As Devil Sonic 2-3 to 2-3, but that's not the right breakdown. If you're doing it, it's technically a Devil's Around. Again, Devil's Around starts in the same finger slot and ends in the same finger slot. Devil Sonic moves finger slots. Now, you can obviously do it from the lower parts of the hand, but this requires a lot more pinky dexterity, which some people might not have. But if you want to eventually work your way there, you can do 3-4 to 2-3, 3-4 to 1-2, 3-4 to T1. But again, those require a lot more dexterity. And if it happens to land in 3-4, that is just a Devil's Around 3-4, 3-4. So that is pretty much my tutorial for the Devil's Sonic and Devil's Around. I hope you guys learned a lot. If you haven't already, feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.